Mother son of a. Do you hate missing short putts as much as I do? This is a tournament player's nemesis. Stuff it to 4 feet, miss the birdie putt. Lag a 45-footer up there to 3 feet, miss the par putt. Hit a green in 2, 3 putt for par. Everything that comes down to short putts usually comes down to the lack of ability to control where the face is pointed. You're pushing to the right, the face is open. Pulling the ball to the left, the face is closed. Those are inevitable. Regardless of what's going on, that's what you need to focus on. Today, I'm gonna show you 3 drills that I use to help me with my starting line and break my fear of hitting short putts in competition. The most common issue I see with golfers who pull short putts is usually an overtaking of the putter head from that of your hands. Sometimes that can be solved by a grip. A lot of the times it's got to do with how the wrists and the arms move in the backstroke and the downstroke that's causing the face to get closed. If you take a look at this HackMotion data, you can see what this is doing to your lead wrist. From all 5 of these putting graphs, that solid orange line indicating the flexion and extension of my lead wrist is moving towards extension in the downstroke all the way to impact. That creates a putter head that's going to overtake the hands, typically closes the club face, and makes it extremely hard for golfers to start the ball on line to make the putt. If you're trying to change your wrist action in the downstroke and break this nasty lead wrist flip or extension, we're gonna go through the HackMotion's putting protocol to fix it. It wants me to hit 5 putts, and it wants me to keep my flexion and extension rates within this green parameter. If I go too far extended, you can see how the screen lights up. So we're gonna go ahead and hit 5 putts. And I'm gonna do these without even looking at the ball. I'm just gonna make the stroke, so I don't care where they go. I'm just trying to complete the protocol. That one said it was in range. I really like how I can feel the vibration in the wrist, so even though I'm watching it on screen, I can feel when I do it wrong. That one got a little too flexed in the backstroke, so this will detect if you go too far that way or too far this way. So it doesn't like you to flex and extend the wrist much. That one detected really good, so we got to do 3 more. That putt went right in the center of the hole. Goal reached. So we made 5 strokes using the HackMotion. And if we look at the data from each rep, you can see just how much better my impact flexion extension actually is. And that's what we want. Anytime you're using HackMotion, I would never worry about what the ball actually does. Focus on changing the motion. This is imperative to the improvement process and changing your motor pattern so that you can actually make the stroke you need to under pressure. One of the best ways to practice when you're struggling with your starting line on short putts is using a string line. It's one of the best teaching tools ever. When I'm inside here, I can't stick anything in the ground, so I'm gonna use the Truth Trainer by Pure Golf. What I'm gonna do is I've got these 2 strings here. All I'm gonna do is put the golf ball underneath it, and I'm just trying to make strokes where I can actually keep my putter face pointed at my target as long as I can at impact, making sure that I don't twist it open, making sure that I don't twist it too far to the left. And that's gonna allow me to see, am I getting the ball to start on line or am I getting the ball to go left? That gives us instant feedback of, did I start the ball on line? The more I can see the ball start on line and go in the hole, the more confidence I have, the less likely I am to have a fear of short putts. I love to make putts where I try to make 10 in a row from 3, 4, or 5 feet, and all I try to do is make sure that I get the ball started on that string line every single time. You can do this talking with your friends, I can do this talking to a camera, and I can just make stroke after stroke over and over. That one went a little bit left, it didn't go in the center of the hole, so now my streak starts over. On this Truth Trainer, there are also 2 strings, one's white, one's blue. Might be hard to see on the camera, but If I get the white one over the top of the blue, I know that my eyes are over the ball. I don't ever want to see your eyes on this side because that's going to create some funky stuff with your face and your path. If anything, straight on them, or it's okay to see the white just a fraction on the outside of the blue, because the best players in the game, their eye line is typically either on the ball or within an inch of the inside of the ball. I don't know, please correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, if there's any tour pros where their eyes get outside the ball. They're typically on the ball or slightly on the inside. I love to do this like a basketball player would shoot free throws. I would have to go make 10 in a row to start practice, and I would have to make 10 in a row before I went home. That's a great protocol to learn how to master short putts and break your fear so that you don't three putt very often. Once you make 10 in a row, go work on some other pieces of your putting. One of my pre-round favorites to do, as well as one that I like to do anytime to simulate pressure, is I like to do this 3-point compass drill. So I take a compass, which has 4 points, and I put down 3 golf balls on each arm of the compass. Pick one. Right now I'm putting west. I have a ball at 4 feet, 5 feet, and 6 feet to mark my locations. I have to make 1 4-footer, 1 5-footer, and 1 6-footer before I can move on. Once I complete an arm of the compass, I'm done. So my goal is to go around the compass with 0 misses. Keep track of what you do each time so you know if, hey, I'm struggling with 3-footers, I'm struggling with 5-footers, I'm struggling with 6-footers. Try and do this where you go around and don't miss it. The less misses you have, the better your score. I give myself 2 points for every make. I give myself -1 point for every miss, regardless of the distance. I'm trying to score as many points as humanly possible. This allows you, as a golfer, to have to read the putt, execute the putt. There's a miss. So I have -1 points. I am not allowed to move until I make this putt. There's a make. So now we're at 1. If I miss this 5-footer, I get to move back to the 4-footer, but I have to deduct all my points. Made that one. So we're up to 3 points. If I make this, we go to 5. If I miss it, I drop to 2. And I have to move back to the 5-footer. We made it. So we're up to 5 points. Now I move on to my next arm. You can go whichever direction you want, but this is a great drill to give you a calculated total, be able to score it. Scoring games with drills is one of the easiest ways to practice your putting and lower your scores. Make sure to check the comments below as well as the description. You're going to find a link to a HackMotion site that you can use a coupon code, TyKoon, to get 5% off your order. If you're looking for in-person lessons, make sure to hit me up at my website at s2golfacademy.com. Or if you're looking for online lessons, make sure to check out my Patreon, patreon.com/thegolftycoon. I look forward to seeing you guys next week as we tackle some speed control.